Hello, everyone. My name is Mason Shank, and today I'll be providing insight on helping someone dealing with substance abuse. I've witnessed the effects of substance abuse firsthand and the effects it can have on those around you. My father actually died 3 years ago due to substance abuse, which took a huge toll on me and my family, and it's been something I really wish I could help prevent every single day. In this speech, I will be providing guidance to those in need of helping someone dealing with these same exact issues. If you've ever witnessed or dealt with your own substance abuse issues, you know it's a very tough road to go down. I hope this speech will bring you some helpful knowledge that you won't have to use, but you should know, just in case. The points I will be overviewing in this speech are all things I wish I was actively doing before my father's passing. The 3 things you should do to assist a person dealing with substance abuse are identifying that issue and addressing it, and then finding them help. These obviously seem very simple, right? Don't seem very difficult. They are very difficult. It's very hard. It's hard to identify. When you're recognizing the issue, you must know what substance can be abused to suppress the emotions. The most common types of substance abuse are opiates, stimulants, sedative hypnotics, anabolic steroids, marijuana, hallucinogens, alcohol, nicotine, and inhalants. Most common you'll probably find in the US are alcohol, marijuana, prescription drugs, any of those. You'll also need to know what substance abuse is and recognize if it truly is substance abuse. This information from Military One Source may help you. Substance abuse disorders occur when there's a current use of controlled substance, prescription medication, over-the-counter medication, or intoxicating substance to the extent that it has an adverse effect on performance, conduct, discipline, or mission effectiveness. The risk factors for substance abuse disorder include using drugs or alcohol to socialize, relax, and mental health conditions such as depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and anxiety. So basically, substance abuse can just lead to much worse things. It can lead to depression, anxiety, very bad mental disorders, and just it can ruin your character. It can ruin the person you are. Now, when you're helping this person, you need to ask yourself, all right, are they doing this as like a coping mechanism, or are they suppressing it? And how often are they doing it? Is it every day, every hour? Like, it can be crazy like that, and you may just not even think about it. It may just become like a norm. The other clear indicators of this are if they appear intoxicated more and more often, they're developing problems with cognition, memory, they're being lethargic, sleeping more, sleeping irregularly, appearing unwell or tired, they're developing social problems at work or school, and they're attending events only if drugs or alcohol are available. So if you want to go to a dinner and they're like, can we drink? Like, that could be a sign. It may not seem like it's a big sign, but it could be a sign. It's definitely a potential sign. If it's every night, like, it's hard to describe. That just goes to show how hard it is to indicate that it's substance abuse. And make sure when that you're addressing this issue with them, you're as comforting and as positive as possible. They don't need any negativity. Like, that's why they're using substances to abuse, because they don't have that positivity anymore. They're using these drugs to get that positivity, but it's really just suppressing their actual positivity. You also need to be a good listener. Listening is a big part of this. You need to hear why they're suppressing their drug or suppressing their emotions with these drugs. There's obviously a reason why they're suppressing their emotions. Something traumatic has happened in their past that is causing them to overuse these drugs and not be themselves, or not even want to be themselves. So after you've talked to them about it, you've identified it with them, and they've listened and you've listened, you need to find them help, because you cannot do this alone. Nobody can do this alone. This isn't just a one-way street. You need to help them, and they need to want that help too. So calling this number, 1-800-662-4357, will be a very big step in finding that. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, that's their number. It's their hotline for that. For any problems pertaining to mental health or substance abuse, you can contact them, and I feel like they'll do as much as they can to help you find a way to get the help you need. When you're talking to them as well, you should also bring in other loved ones if they're comfortable with that. Anyone they know that cares about them, they need to know they're cared for. They need to know they're loved. You need to listen to them as a group. It can't just be one person. It really just can't. And if that's not working, then there's many other resources that you can use. The American Addiction Center they state that there's many affordable ways to do it. You don't even have to have money. You don't need to pay for rehab. You can get it paid for almost. Like, nobody wants anyone to have substance abuse problems. Like, it's a big problem and it's growing. The American Addiction Center also states that the perceived cost of addiction rehab can keep some people from seeking the treatment they need. There's a variety of options that can help cover the cost of treatment, such as insurance and grants for people in recovery. Here are some of those options. There's the Affordable Care Act. There's grants from the SAMHSA, which is the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, and there's state and locally funded treatment programs. There's Medicare and Medicaid. There's many different things. For people that have PTSD, there's the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. They will help you if you're having substance abuse problems due to your PTSD, because that is a very big substance abuser. Old veterans that have gone through very traumatic things. To conclude this speech, just remember that you need to identify the issue, address it with them, and then find them help. Just keep that in your mind, like, as active as possible when you're helping your friend in need. Overall, you must help them get through this. Let them talk about their emotions, what is bothering them, like, deep down. Like, let them vent to you. And be sure to keep in mind that this is not the end of the world, so don't make it out to be. Thank you, guys.